What I'm going to talk about today is going to be how you avoid a pitfall when you're using AI to help you buying house, especially in high-end market. So, for example, a lot of times when a buyer buying houses, they want to know what's the best pricing to put offer for, right? So with the AI help, you can literally ask AI to give you analysis and tell you, AI will give you a suggestion about different price range and the likelihood of getting it. Now, one of the issues that could be is AI always using the sold data, which is totally old. However, the one you are working on right now could be very different market. So AI tends to use dollar per square feet of the most recent sold ones, which are usually 1 month or even more than that old. And if you're using that data, if the market changes, you may not get to the most recent market situation for your offer. That's the number one pitfall. The second one is doesn't consider most recent one in terms of pending comps, as well as the active ones, like how many people are competing for it, because AI doesn't have those data. They don't have it. The agent need to find out for the buyer, right? So, for example, one of the house we are recently helping the buyer putting offer for Los Santos house, the competition is really high. And initially the listing agent said there are about 20 people ask the disclosure. And a few days later, it become 50 people put the disclosure. So the data AI does not have that, as an agent, you need to adapt to it. And the next thing is, especially when you're bidding for high-end house. High-end house, every house can be very different. One house maybe just cater for one particular buyer, they really like it. In this circumstance, that buyer may not be, follow the data, and they'll just go for what I like. I want to have it. I really need to have it. So those people have a lot of bandwidth in terms of financial resources, and all they want is just to get that one they really like. So that has emotional effect in it, which AI totally unable to predict. So that's another thing you want to consider when you're putting offer for houses in high-end market like Los Santos, Atherton, Palo Alto. And the thing you also want to pay attention to when you're putting offer for high-end houses is the design, the upgrades, and the natural lighting, and also, of course, how this one overall the uniqueness compared with others. So these are all the things more like a qualitative analysis, which AI is not capable of doing yet. So when a buyer looking for houses, especially in high-end market, rather than completely rely on AI, do more recent update analysis. If you're asking as a buyer versus asking seller, it could be very different. Seller and buyer can get totally different answer, which make a deal unable to be successful in certain circumstances. Just a few thoughts. So there are a lot of other things you want to consider when you are using AI to help you in terms of buying a house. I'll get into that maybe in the future about when you're doing due diligence, reading disclosures, how you use it. At this stage, AI is not able to help you yet.